Well, g'day. Police Horse Cody, Mounted Constable Steve, Ned Kelly story. So what I want to tell you first about the Ned Kelly, there's a whole series of Ned Kelly videos breaking it up different topics. So what I want to tell you is a Ned Kelly story, and it's about you watching this. And what I want you to think of is I want you to think that you go down to your local convenience store or deli. You're going to go and buy a pint of milk. And you walk in the door, and as you walk in the door, what you instantly see are three enormous, tattooed, patch-wearing Hell's Angels outlaw motorcyclists. And one of them is holding the store owner, who you know quite well, by the throat, and the store owner has blood all over his face. And then you notice another one's at the till, and the till's open, and another biker's taking the money out of the till. And you notice, all in an instant, because you're so shocked, you notice that one of the outlaw bikers has a very strange dragon tattooed on his face. And you notice another one of these outlaw bikers has this terrible scar running down his chin. It comes right under across, very identifiable. And you hear one of them saying words to the effect, "So you won't be late with your payment next time, will you?" And then the three of them look round and they see you standing there about to buy your pint of milk. They don't say a word to you, they don't threaten you, they don't do anything. But one of them starts walking towards you. Now just say you're a woman, and as that, doesn't matter what gender you are really, but that one that walks up to you takes your handbag or your purse or your wallet, not in a threatening way at all, just takes it off you. You're too frightened to move. And they open it. And there, right in front of your wallet and your purse, easy to see, there's your driver's license. And the biker takes out his phone and he goes, click. And he takes a photo of your driver's license, which has got your home address on it. And then the bikers say to you, "It's okay, off you go, go on, off you go." What do? Do you say, "No, I'm going to call the police"? Do you say, "No, meet my friends, two friends, Smith and Wesson, I'm going to save the shop assistant"? You get the hell out of the store and you thank your lucky stars that you haven't been beaten up yourself and possibly you've weed yourself. So what happens is you go home, and before the shop assistant has a chance to recover, he's unconscious in hospital, and before he has a chance to recover and say to the police, "Oh yes, I remember Mr/Miss/Ms Jones came in the store when this was happening to me," they'll tell you what happened before the police come knocking on your door. You're sitting having tea, and you've got your two young kids there who are both in primary school, and there's a knock at the door. And when you go to the door, there's an outlaw biker standing there. He's got a bunch of flowers in his hands. And you look over his shoulder, and there's 4, 6, 8 outlaw bikers sitting on their Harleys right out the front of your place, just sitting there. Nobody's doing anything threatening, and the biker hands a bunch of flowers to you and says, "You're not going to tell the police a thing, are you? Lovely kids you've got, by the way. Have a good night," and turns around and walks off. They get on their bikes and they ride off. When the police come knocking at your door a couple of days later and they say, "Oh, so-and-so from the grocery shop says you saw what happened," what do you say? You say, yes, there was one with a very distinctive dragon on it and a very distinctive chin slash, and they were all three of them were riding Harleys. They were all out Hell's Angels, and I did notice that they had the suburb of their chapter on their... What do you say to the police? "I saw nothing." And why do you do that? Because the police can't save you. It's not a crime that warrants witness protection. The police can't help you. Those bikers can come at any time of the day or night. They can go to your kids' school, and they know that. And that's how outlaw bikers get away with intimidating people, because it's not a thing the police can do to help you, to encourage, to appear in court. You're going to appear in court when the gallery is full of outlaw bikers sitting there watching you? Okay, this is supposed to be a Ned Kelly video, and that is what Ned Kelly and his gang had. People say they were loved by the locals. They were not, Ned Kelly and his gang were not loved by the locals. They stole from the locals. They stole stock from the locals. They stole saddles and equipment from the locals. They robbed the locals. The locals were in absolute terrified fear of the Kelly gang, most of them. Some of them, unfortunately, like James Wallace, the school teacher, was infatuated with the thrill, the danger of knowing a bad guy. Just like when a bad guy who served his term, you know, Chopper Read comes to mind. Chopper Read has served his term in prison. He is now free to walk the streets, and so people go up to him and say, I've met Chopper. Here, can I have a selfie with you, Chopper? You psychopathic murdering. I want a selfie with you. So, I get carried away. You might understand, outlaw bikers are a pet subject of mine. But anyway, that's why the Kelly gang got away with what they did. Nowadays, people say he was a Robin Hood that robbed the rich to pay the poor. He robbed very, very few rich people because he didn't get the opportunity to. He hit soft targets, which were poor people, unprotected banks, threatened bank managers' wives and children, so the bank managers opened the safes. So that's how Ned Kelly roamed the countryside, not being dobbed in when there were significant rewards, because people were just too frightened to. So there you go, another side to Ned Kelly, and it's another day. It's wet and rainy, but as usual, there's no rest for the wicked, is there, mate? We got to get out on patrol, so we better get out there and see if we can find any cattle rustlers, cattle duffers, or people perhaps square dancing in a round room. Okay, till next time, cheers.